Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far and I hope it keeps getting better from here. Lately, I've been thinking about game series that I wish were great again. To start, let's talk about Plants vs. Zombies. This game doesn't really need an introduction because of how iconic this game is. Plants vs. Zombies is easily my favorite game of all time because of its gameplay, its art style, and its replayability. I have beaten Plants vs. Zombies across a lot of consoles in different versions. Like I've beaten the DS version, the old console versions, the PC version, the mobile version, and even Replanted, even though Replanted is just okay. Plants vs. Zombies has one of the best game loops I have ever seen in a game. I could go on and on about talking about the first one, but we have more stuff to talk about. Let's talk about its sequel, Plants vs. Zombies 2. Plants vs. Zombies 2 isn't terrible. However, the monetization for that game was crazy. Not only were plants from the first game paid, like you have to pay, I think it's like $7 for like Ice Pea, Chomper, and all them. Even for like other plants, why should you spend $7 for a plant that you got for free in the first game? Which that's kind of bad. And also with the second game, the later worlds are ridiculously difficult for no reason. I mostly mean Jurassic Marsh and Big Wave Beach. I've never beaten Big Wave Beach, but I have beaten Jurassic Marsh twice. And I think that the second game kind of lost the tone of the first game and like that warmth. Because the first game doesn't have microtransactions. And I know you're probably going to say the mobile version does, but I am not referring to the mobile version. I'm referring to the Game of the Year version on Steam, on PC, or the old gen console versions like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. Now, Garden Warfare was a interesting transition from Plants vs. Zombies. We go from a tower defense game to a 3D shooter. And Garden Warfare 1 and 2 were actually very good. It was fun, and it shows that doing something a little different can have positive effects. Gee, I still remember playing Garden Warfare 1 on the Xbox 360, and Garden Warfare 2 just took Garden Warfare 1 and made it better. But that's when Plants vs. Zombies kind of ends its good streak, because we get to games like Neighborville, Plants vs. Zombies 3, and Replanted. This is when Plants vs. Zombies started to become a brand rather than a creative idea. But personally, I think Neighborville isn't terrible, but the balancing could have been a lot better. I've never played Plants vs. Zombies 3, so I can't say anything. But Replanted, I mean, come on, you could have just... I understand you couldn't get everything back for some reason, but you could have just taken the old console ports and just put them on new gen. But even then, there's a mod on PC that makes it look that way. And in most cases, looks better than Replanted. But also, it's $20. The original version is $5. So you're telling me I'm buying the same game with about the same amount of content plus Cloudy Day, Rip Mode, and some bonus mini games for 4 times the price? Yeah, that's terrible. And I think that I honestly wonder if Plants vs. Zombies could be redeemed. At least EA is trying to salvage this game or this franchise. That's the thing, EA bought Plants vs. Zombies, and that's why Plants vs. Zombies is now bad. Honestly, Plants vs. Zombies was a game that was small, creative, and personally driven that slowly drifted away from what made it special. Let's move on to the second game series, which has to be Payday. Payday 2 easily has one of the most unique identities in gaming because of its community involvement, its modding. Like, there are some crazy mods for Payday 2. Like, you can mod in Ghostface, you can mod in custom heists, custom weapons, even custom HUDs. And the game is just generally great. As someone who has played both the Steam version and the console version, Payday 2 is easily one of my favorite games because it's because of what it is. It's basically a horde shooter. Horde shooters are one of my favorite genre of games. Like, look at Warhammer Space Marine 2, there's Payday series, all of this good stuff about Payday 2. Everyone was expecting Payday 3 to be good. Well, it's not. Payday 3 had a very rough launch. Probably one of the harshest, if that's even a word, launches of any game. Because it missed a lot of features that the second game had. Even Payday the Heist had more features than Payday 3 at launch. Like, Payday 3 had no offline mode. It was only online. What kind of a decision is that? But also, Payday 3's armor back then was actually terrible. It's not like Payday 2's where you wait a minute and then it comes back. No, in Payday 3, once you lose it, you have to pick up armor segments to get it back. And I just realized armor segments are a Space Marine 2 thin, not a Payday 3 thin. Payday 3 kind of felt disconnected from what players valued, which was what Payday 2 had. It being crazy fun with its bunch of vast weapon variety, lots of skills, and lots of heists. And what does Payday 3 have? It has, honestly, it has decent weapon variety, but not as much as Payday 2. It barely has any heists from last time I played. And the skills are weird, to say the least. I do believe Payday 3 has potential in the Payday series as a whole. But I still think Payday 2 and even Payday the Heist are much better than Payday 3. At least the devs are trying to make it work. I give them that. If you're liking this discussion, you know what to do. So I think I'll end it here for this video. This was just something small I wanted to do. And I really wish these games series actually succeed. But then we have a game series that lost its charm and a game series that lost its identity. These games deserve better, especially Plants vs. Zombies and Payday. That's all I really got for this one. I really hope you enjoyed this content. Leave a like on the video. It supports this content and it helps others to see it. Comment down below a game series you wish did better. Like I said, that's really all I got for you. Have a wonderful and safe rest of your day. And remember, if you had to give something for free, let it be kindness.